Hello and welcome to the presentation on GCSE Business. There are two members of the Business Studies team, that's myself, Mrs Jones, and Mrs Richardson. At the moment, business is never out of the news. Whether jobs are being created, people coming up with new ideas while they have the time, or the other end we have businesses that are closing. Some businesses are being created to meet the changes that we've seen. People are taking this time to put ideas that they've had into practice. Whatever you decide to do when you finish school, whether it's to start up your own business or perhaps enter a career, you will ultimately end up in working for a business. So it'd be a really good idea if you understood what businesses did. The course is a GCSE and the exam board is Edexcel. It's a 100% exam, which you will sit at the end of year 11, and it's divided into two courses. There are two units. The first one you'll study in year 10, and that's all about why people start businesses up in the first place. So it starts looking at small businesses. People perhaps you know may have started up their own small business. It looks at the skills that they need and the characteristics, the risks that they face and the rewards that they achieve. It focuses on smaller businesses in our economy, and it looks at things such as marketing and finance. All of the decisions a small business person would have to think about when they start up their business. Unit 2 in year 11 moves on to larger businesses, those well-known names that you are familiar with, both in the UK and overseas. A lot of these businesses produce many of the products that we use day to day, and you'd be looking at how they make those products and how they make their major decisions on marketing and finance. Both units are graded exactly the same and make up 50% of your final mark. You can see here how the two units are split and the topics that they cover. So for example, the first unit in Unit 1 looks at enterprise and entrepreneurship. This is why somebody might set up a business and the skills that they need. Each of your papers is set up in a similar way. So you'll face a number of multiple choice questions. You'll also face short answer explanation questions and then longer questions where you're asked to make a decision and justify it. There are a large number of skills studying business can give you. First of all, it's the knowledge of businesses and how they work, but you'll also get the opportunity to make decisions and develop your persuasive arguments and justify your opinions. It'll be the opportunity to become quite creative with your designs or your ideas and practical problem-solving skills. It'll give you an insight into analysing information and taking information from a number of sources. One of the things that we focus on greatly is the knowledge that myself and Mrs Richardson both have. We've both worked in business before, and this will give us a really valuable insight into help you understand business. We also use local businesses that we visit to give you a real insight into how they work. So visits in the past have been to Liverpool Football Club, Chester Zoo, and we're planning on a visit to Manchester Airport this year. That allows you to see behind the scenes to the bit that you don't see as a customer, but will really help you to understand your business. There's also a great deal of resources available within school. There's our laptops, there's revision guides, and as you get towards the exam time in year 11, we offer both holiday and after school revision sessions for you to really develop your skills that you'll need and develop your knowledge. Finally, where can business take you? Well, basically anywhere. We find a lot of students who take business in year 10 opt for business into sixth form, and then after sixth form they take the subject at university. We've got a large group. We have 4 groups in year 10 this year who've opted for business, and it's a very popular choice. We have a large number of students in our sixth form who've done business at year 10 and have opted to continue with it. And I know some of them are moving on to careers possibly in the areas that are described on the slide. We've created a number of accountants, marketing executives, human resource managers, and some of our students have gone on to start their own businesses. Whatever you decide to study, make sure you choose correctly and one that's going to be valuable when you leave school. Thank you for listening.